Thanks for joining us here at Functional Bliss, where Audra and Jessica will guide you through exercises and wellness techniques to help you live your best life every day. It's in the name, after all, Functional Bliss. Before you do anything else, click like and subscribe and ring the bell so you'll know whenever we put up a new video. To join our Blissful Gang for live Zoom classes where you can get more direct suggestions and encouragement, go to our website and sign up. Check the class description below for any equipment needs, grab your gear, and let's get started.
We want to be playing golf until we're 97 years old, and we want to be walking ourselves to the library until we're 110. So, all right, so find just a nice gentle touch point to your chair. Take a second, let your eyes close down, just take a nice big breath. And then as you take those nice gentle breaths in and out, feel your feet connected to the ground, and see if you could just imagine that your body just gets a little softer and heavier down into your feet, just to feel a good heavy feeling down into your feet, where your feet feel like they're connected to the ground, connected to that solidness beneath you. And then imagine you're just trying to take a big breath down into your feet. All right, and then take a moment to set an intention here to honor your mind and your body throughout your practice. Never doing anything that would cause your body pain, and treating yourself with love, care, and respect. With that intention set, we're just going to start lifting the toes and then lifting the heels. And it doesn't need to be extreme. I would prefer it be a little slow. Lift all your toes and then lift both of your heels. And then just find a nice fluid dynamic movement where you don't have a stop to the movement. Your heels lower, your toes lift, your toes lower, and your heels lift. And just see if you can find this nice smooth maneuver. And then once you feel like you've got this nice smoothness going on, where you have this continual motion machine going, then see if you can keep that going and just notice your breath coming in and out through your nose. One more up and down, and then we're just going to gently change the positioning of our feet. So the next time your heels come down, turn your toes out just a little bit so you feel like your feet are in a nice wide pizza slice. And then once you've got that nice wide pizza slice, back to work. Lift the toes, lift the heels, and see if you can again find this continuous motion machine. So you're just keeping it going, keeping it nice and fluid. And then once you've got it put back on so it's nice and fluid, then come back and notice your breath. All right, one more up and down with the toes turned out, and then we're going to change our feet again. So now we're going to go into a little bit of a pigeon toe situation. When we do the pigeon toe situation, we're just going to be mindful about how we go, because it's not our typical tendency. So we want to make sure we just pay attention for the first few rounds, and then we'll come back to the breath. Lift your toes, lift your heels, and then see if you can just start to find that fluidity to your movement. Check in, notice ankle range of motion, knee range of motion. Just make sure everything feels like it's moving pretty smoothly. And then once you feel like, yep, this feels like a comfortable movement, then come back to your breath. Nice. Take one more time through, and then we're going to take it right into some foot stomps. So adjust your feet so that the toes and knees are pointing fairly forward, and then just start to stomp out your feet in whatever way feels good to you. So sometimes first thing in the morning, it's like, oh, That's a big ask, right? But if you can just get a little bit of impact, think like you're just trying to stimulate and wake up your bones, get them charged up and ready to go, do a little bit of work here. Notice something. Notice, maybe first start just to notice your impact on the floor. And then I notice my sticky mat wants to kind of stick to my feet just a little bit. And then I notice that there's this little jiggliness to the fatty tissue of my thighs, so I get a good stomp going on. All right, take one more stomp of the feet, take one more moment to notice, and then take into some heel drops. Pick your heels up and thump them down. Go for that impact and then use your breath. Let it out. Go for 3 more heel drops if you can. All right, now we're going to take it right into some light baby chairs. So from those heel drops, just take it into a chair. Like go for like that first level of chair, like you're just trying to warm your knees up and say, okay, where am I at this morning? Just bend your knees a little bit and then come back up. All right, now you've got the knee bend going on. Notice how things are feeling, and now coordinate this with the breath. Inhale as you lower, so go a little bit slower. Exhale as you push into your feet and rise up. In a moment, we're going to start to transition this into chair to single leg 5-pointed star. Hi, Emmett. I saw your cute little face. So just kind of give yourself as much space between you and the chair as feels good. So you can take that chair position and then go opposite hand, opposite leg, stretch out into that single leg 5-pointed star, come back in through a chair position, and then over to the other side. And now see if you can take this into that continuous movement machine. We're just moving. We don't stop. Nice, smooth. So you go slow, so you find that smoothness to the movement. And then you use your breath. Inhale when you're at that low, going down point to the chair, and then exhale as you push into your feet. Okay, now the next time your left hand and right leg are out, we're gonna stay there. So left hand, right leg out, hold here. Now right leg is gonna do a little bit of work. You're gonna turn the toe up, turn the toe forward, turn the toe up, turn your toe forward, turn your toe up, turn it forward. Do 2 more, turn up, forward, up, forward, lower through your chair, switch over to the other side. Right hand, left leg reaching out, keep it there. Now turn your left toe up and turn it forward. Turn it up, turn it forward, turn it up, turn it forward, turn it up, turn it forward. Last one, turn it up, turn it forward, float into your chair, stay in chair. Sink just a little bit deeper, lift your chest. See if you can just bring your arms away from the chair, right in front of your heart space, as if you're just holding a yoga block between your hands. Hang out here, take a nice big breath. Notice the strength in your legs. One more breath. All right, hands are gonna find the chair, but stay in that low squatted position. Now lift your heels up, lower your heels down. Lift your heels up, lower them down, lift them up, lower them down. Slide your right leg back like you're going into a lunge, but a lunge where you can press that back heel down. So adjust along the way so you get a nice, good feeling like you're stretching down into the Achilles tendon in the back of the calf muscle. Pick up your chest just a little bit, gaze forward, take a nice big breath. Now stay in that lunge shape, but bend that back knee just a little, and hopefully you feel a little bit of deeper, denser stretch closer to the Achilles tendon, and then straighten the leg a little bit. Bend the knee, straighten it a little, bend the knee, Straighten it a little. Now you're going to see, can you take your hands away from the chair, lean back into that back leg to the point where you feel a little bit of strength coming from the top of your thigh, and then come forward a little bit. Lean back, come forward. Now adjust, pick up that back heel, keep it lifted. Lean back, feel that strength in your quad. Come forward, keep the heel lifted. Lean back, come forward. One more time, lean back, come forward, step your foot forward, switch the work to the other side. Find that lunge position where your heel stays connected to the ground, getting that little feeling of stretch through the calf muscle, through the Achilles tendon. Hang out there for a moment, take a breath. All right, now bend the back knee a little bit. Straighten the back knee a little. Bend the back knee a little. Straighten it a little. Bend it a little. Straighten it a little. Keep that heel connected to the ground. See if you can take hands away from the chair. Lean back. Lean forward. Lean back. Lean forward. Now pick up that back heel. Keep it lifted. Lean back. Feel that bigger action on that quad and the left leg. Come forward. Lean back. Call upon that strength in the back leg. And then come forward. Beautiful. Lean back. And then come forward, step that foot up, and then we're going to walk everything back to a down dog. So hands to the chair, walk yourself back, and then just let everything be soft for a moment. Reduce as much effort in your legs as you can. A little soft bend in the knees. Not too much effort in the bum, not too much effort in the back body. Take a nice big breath. One more breath here. We're going to walk ourselves forward, spin your chair around so you're facing the low side of the chair. Spin your chair, spin yourself, whatever you like, depending on the space that you're working in. And then facing that low side of the chair, find your mountain pose. Toes and knees pointing fairly forward, eyes on the horizon for a moment. Nice active hands, nice active fingers. Spread your fingers just a little bit more. Bring a little bit of life and energy down into those hands. Take a nice big breath. All right, now feel that energy in your hands as you inhale, arms up, let your hands meet at the top, and then just pull that energy in from your hands right down into your heart center. Pause here for a moment. Press between the palms, a little energy out into the elbows. Take a nice big breath. Let your hands release at your sides, and then we'll do that again. Inhale, arms up, hands meet at the top. Press your palms together, bring it through your heart center, elbows active, pressing out. Take a moment. And then when you're ready, let your hands soften and release. One more time, stretch your fingers, inhale, arms up, pull that energy all the way up above your head. Hands come together, bring that energy into your heart space, press between your palms, elbows out, take a breath. Let your hands relax to your sides. Now we're going to take it into a fold. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold to the low side of the chair. Take it into cat-cow here. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale, round your back, round your shoulders, tuck chin to chest. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back. Now we're going to inhale into that cow position. So you're going to let the belly scoop down, tailbones lifted, shoulder blades squeezing together. Exaggerate it just slightly if you can, so you feel like there's this little sense of stretch through that front belly space. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Take one more big breath. On your next exhale, take it into that cat position, round through the back of the body, and then see if you can just slightly exaggerate the neck bend, like you're really trying to look to your belly. Take a nice big breath. Beautiful. Come to a neutral position. Step your right leg back. We're going to roll open into warrior two. So drop that back heel, turn the toes out. Take your right hand and circle up into that warrior two position. Then check with that front leg. We want to just make sure that front leg knee is anchored towards the pinky toe or in line with the second toe. So get your knee just so that it's not collapsing in. Get it nice and strong and anchored. And then once you feel like that front leg is nice and strong and anchored, Pull some energy up through the side body, out through your arms, and reach it out through your fingertips. Gaze forward. Now we're going to work with that front foot. You're going to lift the toes and the ball of the foot, keep the heel connected, and then let it touch down. Now lift the heel, lower the heel. Lift the toe and the ball of the foot, let it touch down, lift your heel, lower your heel. Lift the toe and the ball of the foot, let it lower down, lift your heel, heel down. Now with that front foot, we're going to lift the toe and the ball of the foot. We're going to do a little smack on the ground. So you're going to lift it up and smack it down, lift it up, smack it down, lift it up, smack it down, take it into peaceful warrior. Backhand touches down, front hand reaches up, a little press down into that front foot, lift that energy up through the side of the body, look up, take a big breath. Beautiful. Now we're going to circle our hands forward. Let your left hand find the chair. You're going to adjust along the way so you have good footing. You're going to pick up that back leg and then you're going to bring it in like you're just trying to take it into a little tight ball and then explode it out into a half moon and then bring it back in. Tighten up into a little tiny ball, explode it out. One more time, bring it into that little tiny tight ball, and this time explode it out, hold there. Press out through your right leg, out through your right hand, out through the crown of your head. Take a big breath. Soften everything so you come into that tabletop position. Float your way down with good control. Take it back to cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, drop your belly, stay here, exaggerate it just a little bit. Squeeze between the shoulder blades, lift your chest, lift your chin. On your next exhale, round through the back of the body, exaggerate it just a little bit. Press down into those arms, exaggerate neck bend, look toward your belly, take a big breath here. Soften everything. Step your left leg back, setting up for that warrior two position to the other side. So we step the foot back, turn the toes out. Left hand is going to cartwheel you up. And then once you're here, we're just going to check with that front knee. So get that front knee so it's looking like it's lined up towards the, anchored towards the pinky toe or lined up with second toe. So it just feels strong and solid. Lift the toe and the ball of the foot. Lower it down. Lift your heel. Lower your heel. Lift toe and the ball of the foot, lower it down, lift your heel, lower your heel. Lift the toe and the ball of the foot, lower it down, lift your heel, lower your heel. One more time through, lift toe and the ball of the foot, lower it down, lift your heel, lower your heel, peaceful warrior. Left hand touches down, right hand reaches up. Hang out here for a moment. Awesome. And then circle your hands forward. So you find a handhold on the chair, adjust along the way, pick that back leg up and then bring it into that nice little tight ball. Open up into that half moon and expand. Bring it in. Bend the knee, circle everything in, explode it back out. One more time, bend and bring it in. This time we're going to stay there. Lift and expand. Reach out through that left leg, through the left arm, through the crown of your head. Take a nice big breath. Beautiful, slow and controlled. Bring it back to that tabletop position. Stay in table, one abdominal vacuum here. Inhale, fill your rib cage up. Exhale, right at the end of your exhale, prepare, swallow, close off nose, mouth, and throat. Take a fake inhalation. Don't let any air come in. Get a nice little suction going on. Hold it for a moment. And then when you're ready, release your air. Take a second to just slowly and mindfully spin yourself around so you find a nice seated position right at the edge of your chair. Walk your feet forward so that you have a nice bend in the knees, heels to the ground, toes a little bit dorsiflexed, and then fold right down towards your feet. Doesn't matter if you can touch your feet, but touch them if you can. One more breath. Walk up just a little bit, walk your feet in just a little bit. And now we're going to take that Marma point. So you're going to think 4 fingers down, 4 fingers spaced down from the pit of your knee. Find the middle of your calf muscle, and you can just let your belly and chest rest right against your thighs. Press into the calf muscle and draw some nice generous circles. Circle in one direction. This is that Indrabasti Marma point, which governs the strength in our legs. So we're just going to clear any channels so that we have nice, strong, stable legs today. If your thumbs are circling in one particular direction, reverse, go the other way. All right, now we're gonna hold that point. So you're gonna get a good firm squeeze with your thumb going on. Keep a little forward body weight if you can. Lift your heels, lower your heels. Lift your heels, lower your heels. I'm keeping a good squeeze of my thumb against the calf muscle. Lift your heels, lower your heels. 2 more with the heel lift. Right now, you're going to alternate. You're going to lift toe in the ball of one foot and then toe in the ball of foot of the other. So you're going to alternate between those two just to make it a little bit more stable as you go. Beautiful. One more lift on each side, or even yourself out, and then both feet down on the ground. Walk yourself up nice and slow. Take your time as you walk yourself up, and then go right into a little bit of rotation. Twist to one side, get nice and tall in your spine. Unwind your twist, take it over to the other side. Unwind your twist, and now you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to shoot for hands free, and you're going to go into little figure 4 setups. So you're going to bring your leg as if you're just trying to get your leg across, and then just as you find that place where you go for your figure 4, you're going to set it down and switch to the other side. So we're just going to get a little bit more dynamic work here going on with that little external rotation. Take one more time through, or even yourself out. And now we're going to take those little hip flexor hops. So you're just going to hop, tap out to the side of your mat, come back in, hop and tap out, and take a couple times through. Here you're going to feel those adductors working just a little bit, and the hip flexor. So just building a little bit of heat, a little bit of strength. Nice. Now the next time that right leg hops out, stay there, go right into that side angle, right elbow to the knee, left hand reaches up and over, take that nice big side bend. Imagine you're trying to anchor your sits bone down on that left butt muscle. So anchor that sit bone down, reach, reach, reach through that left fingertip. Take one more nice big breath. Use your in-breath, lift yourself up, hop that leg in, switch to the other side. Hands free if you can. Hop the other leg out, right up and over. Left elbow to the knee, rib cage lifts up, right arm reaches up and over, and then try to anchor your right sit bone down into the chair. Use your in-breath, lift yourself on up, hop that foot in, step both feet over to the right. So take a little swivel over to the right, rotate to the back of your chair, take a breath. Unwind your rotation, scoot your bum forward just a little bit. We're going to go right into a 90-90 lunge here. So we want one cheek on, one cheek off, get that knee to drop down, take it right into hip dips. Dip the hip down, squeeze it on up. Dip the hip down, squeeze it up. Dip the hip down, squeeze it up, let the hip dip down, take that upper outer hand, reach it up and over, leaning into the back of the chair. Take a nice big breath. On an in breath, lift up, and then we're going to take it into our crescent lunge. So you're going to slide that left leg back so we get that bigger lunge shape, feeling a little stretch through that left front pocket of the jeans. Lift your left hand, lift your chest, lift your gaze, look up towards the ceiling, take a nice big breath. Beautiful. Soften, slowly release, switching everything around to the other side. So circle on through, find your side saddle position, rotate to the back of the chair, take a breath. Unwind your rotation, slide your bum forward so you can set up into that 90-90 lunge. So get that one cheek on, one cheek off situation. And then we take our hip dips, let it dip down, squeeze in at the side body, let it dip down, squeeze it in. He's like, you don't need to work this left side. I've got you. All right, let it dip down. Reach your hand up and over if you can. Get a little side body length. Take a nice big breath. Inhale, lift up just enough. Slide that right leg back. Get that crescent lunge shape and then get a little space in that right front pocket of the jeans. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Nice. When you're ready, soften, slowly float it all back up and in. Spin yourself around so you're coming back to that front edge of the chair with the legs out in front of you. Come back to that nice big bent knee position. Heels to the ground, feet flexed. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach towards your toes. Stay here. 3 cycles of breath. Walk yourself up out of the fold nice and slow. Step your feet in. Hands are going to stay on top of the thighs. Create a little bit of resistance. Take it into a march. Use your hands. Push down into your thighs. Push your thighs up into your hands. Make them work just a little bit. All right, the next time the right leg lifts, hold in that lifted position. So my right hand is pushing down, my right leg is pushing up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Use resistance. Let that foot set down. Switch to the other side. Create resistance. Lift up. Hold in that upper position. Hold that resistance. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that leg down. Come back to the right leg. Lift it up. Now release your hold. Now you're going to push side to side. So your hands are going to try to push the leg to the right and to the left, and you're going to try to keep that leg as steady as you can. Put a little work into those arms so your leg has to work a little bit to keep it in that steady position. One more push with each hand, and then when you're ready, switch to the other leg. Lift it up, start to push. Nice. One more push with each hand, and then set that foot down. Bring your right leg right up and over into figure 4. Get comfortable in your figure 4 position, and then tip your heart forward. Go right to a nice position where you feel a good stretch in that right side hip, right side glute, and then just hang out here. Take 5 nice deep breaths. When you're ready, come up nice and slow. Take your time. Rotate just lightly towards that knee. Gently pull that knee towards your heart. Hang out there for just a second. And then release. Help lift that leg up and off. And then we're going to take that work right to the other side. Left leg is going to come across. Get comfortable in your figure 4 shape. And then once you've got your legs arranged, tip forward, go right to your edge, and then hang out there. Take 5 nice big breaths. When you're ready, come up nice and slow. Rotate just lightly toward your knee. Gently pull your knee toward you just a little bit. Take a breath. Awesome. And then release. Help that leg come up and off. Give your legs just a little windshield wiper action. Just make sure everything feels good. And then once you windshield wipers just enough, feet on the ground, nice tall lifted spine. Start to turn your head from side to side. Look over one shoulder and then the other. One more turn of your head from side to side, and then come back to center. If you're wearing glasses and you can, you're going to just take them off somewhere safely. We want to lead with our eyes, but we want to ask our eyes to do just a little bit of like hard looking. So glasses off just so you can kind of get your eye muscles working right away instantly. Now turn your eyes, look as far as you can to the right. Without your head moving, come back to center, turn your eyes, look as far as you can to the left. Come back to center. Now look your eyes to the right and then start to follow. So your eyes are going to look first. Your head is going to turn, follow your eyes, go as far as you can. Look your eyes to the left. Follow your eyes. Eyes lead the way, nice and strong. Turn your head all the way to the left as far as it will go. Follow your left eye gaze. Switch, look to the right. Follow your eyes. Switch and look to the left. Follow your eyes. Go one more time through, looking as far as you can, letting your head turn. Follow your eyes. And then come back to center, blink or do anything that you need to so your eyes feel like they get that little feeling of reset. Now we're going to keep our eyes moving up first, eyes moving down first, and then our head is going to follow. So you're going to look your eyeballs up as far as they'll go first, and then let your head follow. And then once you're up as far as you can comfortably go, look your eyes down and then let your head follow. Looking the eyes up, let your head follow, go as far as you can comfortably go. Look your eyeballs down, let your head follow, look down as far as you can comfortably go. Do that one more time through. All right, now you're going to come back to a neutral position and you're going to either look cross-eyed to the tip of your nose or cross-eyed to the third eye center. Third eye center is my personal favorite, but wherever you can go that you can comfortably hold, don't worry about your eyes sticking like that. They won't. So either looking your both eyes to your third eye center or looking both eyes to the tip of your nose, and you're just going to hold it there and you're going to just breathe nice and slow and deep. One more breath. Release your eyes. One thumb close, one thumb far. Take it into a nice rapid eye movement, looking from thumb to thumb. Keep your head as steady as you can. One more thumb to thumb rapid eye movement. Switch your thumbs, right back to work. Rapid eye movement, head stays steady, just the eyeballs look from one thumb to the other. One more rapid eye movement, and then take your hands and just beat up your chest. Pat your heart out. Exhale and hum. Inhale, nice big breath through your nose. Exhale and hum, and we just worked on our eyes. We're all connected to the brain, and now we're just humming to soothe and tone the vagus nerve. So humming is just really good. It creates a little bit extra nitric oxide. So we just want to keep our nervous system nice and supported. Now we've done a little bit of work to challenge it. Now give it a little bit of support. Take one more big in breath. Exhale, hum. going to take those patting hands just right around your belly. Pat, pat, pat around your abdomen. Pat, pat, pat around the tops of your thighs. Pat, pat, pat around your knees. Take it down across your shins. Pat, pat, pat the tops of your feet, sides of your calves, backs of your calves, backs of your thighs. Take it on up. Take your feet back into a light little stomp. Stimulate the bottoms of your feet. Take it into your toes. Take it into the blade edges of your feet. Take it into your heels. Take it into your insteps. Take it back into just that full surface of your feet, whatever foot surface is touching the ground. Tap, 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 tap. And then once you feel like you've tapped it just enough, scoot your butt back in your chair. Take a second, snuggle in, get everything nice and soft and comfortable, and then reduce as much effort as possible. When you feel ready, start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Move your wrists, move your ankles. Before you lift your back away from your seat, just take a big breath as if you're just trying to move the bones of the rib cage and feel a little feedback against the back of the chair. Take a nice, big, full, expansive breath. Exhale nice and slow. And then when you're ready, sit up a little bit taller, walk your butt forward in your seat. So you're just sitting up nice and tall, feet feel nice and solid on the ground, nice, tall, lifted spine. And then come back to closed eyes for just a moment. Just notice how your body feels. Notice your breath coming in and out. Okay, we're going to finish with Ganesha Mudra just to give that gentle reminder. So Ganesha Mudra, we bring prayer hands together and then we flip so the fingertips are facing away from each other, and then we slide the hands in and make a little curl with our fingers. So we get a little, or I sometimes like to call it the little grab that they do in Sound of Music when they're singing. So think of that little handhold, but bring it up in front of your heart space. And Ganesha Mudra, Ganesh is the destroyer of obstacles, but also the creator of obstacles. So that's a fun one. So we're going to take a second to just draw upon that energy, that ability to contain those multitudes, to be able to destroy and create obstacles. Take a breath into that just nice opposition of thought. Feel that nice connection in the curl of your fingers. Take a breath, fill your rib cage up. And as you exhale, you're going to let out a nice low hum. Exhale and let it go. They say that when you're doing that humming breath, it's very hard to think of anything else. So I'm going to ask you to try to think of a nice, happy, dancing elephant. Think of that symbol of Ganesh. Think of this nice, happy, dancing elephant. Take a big breath in through your nose. Let out a humming breath and try to think of that elephant if you can. When you're ready, take another big in breath through your nose. Exhale and hum. Nice, big, loud, long hum. And then once you've completed that last hum, release Ganesha Mudra, bring it right into Anjali Mudra, prayer hands to heart center, and gently bow your head to your heart. Breathing in love and gratitude for yourself, for your mind, for your body, for all of your hard work. A little bit of extra love and gratitude for our little fur friends who come into our mat space and give us a new respect and challenge and a little bit of joy. And then when you're ready, take it into this nice, expansive, big yawning stretch. Reach your legs out, reach your arms up, and just take up a little space here. Reach, expand, and stretch through all the edges of your body if you can. And then whew, let everything go. You guys are amazing. Happy Wednesday. I bow to you.